West St. Paul, a small first-ring suburb,
West St. Paul is only 5 square miles.
uses every square it has available.
We have to be really smart about every square foot, how we're using it, how it's meeting the needs of the entire community.
When residents asked for more space,
We heard from the community that they want more community events, more festivals.
West St. Paul's Director of Parks and Rec, Eric Weiss, had to be pragmatic.
Our park system is only 145 acres, which isn't a lot, right? But for a size city of 20,000 plus, 145 acres is actually fairly small.
With a few green spaces sprinkled around the city and no city expansion on the horizon, Eric must work with what he has.
Pavilion's about 40 years old, so it was kind of showing some of its age.
Last year, the city made some improvements to the wood and the roof of the pavilion at the sports complex.
The floor and the horseshoe pits were kind of also showing their age, and so it was time to make a decision on what to do with the future of the facility. And so we replaced that with the flat floor.
Eric listened to community feedback.
So when we developed the park system plan, we had probably thousands of conversations with folks. I mean, some were in this park at Explore West St. Paul Days, at West St. Paul Pride. It's our first park system plan in a quarter century.
Updating the pavilion at the West St. Paul Sports Complex gives the community more opportunities to use the space.
We do see just kind of informal use. Just the other night driving by, I saw, just a bunch of teens hanging out. We saw that there were 24 people left in the Horseshoe Club. And while it was tough to say, hey, we're going to move on, we knew that there was a greater need from the broader community for that space.
Now that it's multi-purpose, Eric is filled with ideas on how it will be used.
City-sponsored events like a farmer's market or art festivals. And we see a lot of opportunity on the north side of the pavilion for kind of like a beer garden experience. Different picnic tables, maybe it's yard games. We do think that there is space to bring back horseshoe pits outside of the pavilion. Of course, we probably have more ideas than we have budget.
As the pavilion continues to receive updates, Eric will be listening to residents in order to figure out how the rest of the pieces of the puzzle fit together.
We serve the community, right? We're using the community's resources, so we want to hear from the community about what they want to see.
For Insight 7, this is Trevor Blum.